Now we're good. Now we're good.
Oh, we're good?
Yeah. So sorry guys for the technical difficulties. Obviously internet can be, a little shaky nowadays. But yeah, we're back now, and yeah, as we said before, there's some interesting teams that are going to be participating this year, and well, obviously everybody has their couple of favorite teams. Obviously my team is KO Family, but not because KO won last night, but speaking of last night, there were more matches other than what happened in top 8, and some of them particularly, with some favorites as well, with Hayao and Deshiken, MOV versus RX, and Genki versus MOV. So matches like those are the ones that bring us back to the heyday of Third Strike, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So as I was saying before we got cut off, obviously I'm looking forward to seeing how Sugiyama's team does, and as well as the other Necro players. I think Tamu has a very strong team, and I'm just going to go ahead and try and bring up the co-op cup list myself. But in any event, as I said before, Sugiyama is teaming up with Pierre and Jiro, which sounds like a pretty solid team to me.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they'll get on stream. That's the thing, Lloyd. With like 89 teams, not everyone is guaranteed to be on stream.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, with all the foreigners there and everybody who wants to show off their skills and for the Japanese players, I mean, they don't really do it like that. So you can only go so far.
But before we get any further, we just want to send a shout out to all the Gaijin that are at Cooperation Cup.
Of course.
This weekend. For those of you who were looking forward to seeing some foreigners play on the stream, we saw a few of them last night. Unfortunately, Gavin and Carson and Lance, their team wasn't. Their team's match wasn't shown.
Yeah.
But their block was insane. Yeah, Gavin's team, Gavin, Carson, and Lance, they teamed up with 2 other Japanese Chun-Li players, and they were in a block with Deshiken's team and Sugiyama's team. And Deshiken's team, pretty much, Lance was actually kind enough to talk to me on Facebook during the pre-cooperation cup, so he was giving me updates. But basically, they told me that Lance told me that Deshiken basically bodied them, but they played really well against Sugiyama's team. It actually went down to anchors. It was Gavin and Sugiyama.
Oh man.
Third round, and unfortunately, Gavin wasn't able to clutch it out. I don't think they got any footage of it, but
maybe on a DVD or something like that.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean,
I don't want to burn any bridges or ruffle any feathers, Lloyd, but I feel like in the last couple years, all of the Gaijin matches that Game Newton shows is of players that just get bodied.
Yeah, I know.
For some reason, they never show the Gaijin matches where they get very close.
Yeah, I know.
It's a shame. Again, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say it's a conspiracy or anything, but it's just unfortunate that Gavin's match wasn't shown because it was so close.
But I think it's because they show it they show it through blocks.
It's tough. It's tough.
They focus on the blocks instead.
It definitely is tough. So speaking of Gavin, he's teaming up with Mordecai, fellow Rhode Island player. He's also teaming up with RKF.
RKF, yeah.
Arlieth. Shoutouts to Tom
Trelary from
Arlieth Trelary.
From I remember Rockefeller used to say that back in the days. It was so hilarious.
Arlieth Trelary.
and also Carson too, right?
And Carson.
Yeah.
So they got
2 Chuns.
2 Chuns.
Asala Makoto.
A Urian. Who's the Makoto player?
Arlieth.
Oh, Arlieth. That's right. Mm-hmm. So maybe, I've heard, Lance was telling me that Gavin is doing pretty well over there. So
yeah, I mean, all things considered. So I mean, hopefully we get a chance to see them play. I mean, I would love to see how. If the pressure is getting to Gavin or something like that, or if he's actually in his element. Because, when he plays over here in the East Coast, it's like, there's so much hype going around that he wants us to not say anything to him. But over there in Japan, it's kind of like, where it's supposed to be played. So you kind of wonder how he's gonna do over there. So.
Mm-hmm. So once again, guys, for those of you who are just joining us, this is Third Strike pre-show for
Pre-game
Cooperation Cup 14. We just want to get you as hype as we are for the tournament. And remember, guys, to tune back into the channel at 3:30, around 3:30, because we're going to be providing English commentary
when top 8 starts.
For
guys.
top 8.
Yeah.
And so for those of you who want to hear what we think about the matches, feel free to tune into the channel at 3:30. And so,
and for now, I mean, okay. Obviously, we had the pre-Cooperation Cup, the pre-tournament yesterday, and of course, my favorite made a back-to-back win last night. So
yes.
I'm pretty stoked about that.
Congratulations to KO, who can win pre-Cooperation Cup,
but he can't win.
He can't win the real Cooperation.
He can't win
Cup.
when it counts.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know. His team's pretty strong. No Chun player, but
And but I mean, after seeing yesterday and seeing Hirai, oh my God, the stuff that he was doing yesterday.
Hirai is godlike.
He is a monster.
He is the real beast, guys. I mean, for you 09ers out there, I mean, you know the Daigo parry. When you see roundhouse color Ken, you think oh, okay, Daigo. It's Daigo.
But Hirai, I mean,
I think Hirai is a much better Ken player than Daigo.
10 times better.
He is the beast. I mean, talk about having courage, and talk about balls, and like walking up and just making the other opponent afraid of you.
Yeah.
I mean, Daigo was not the only one who can do that. It was Hirai, and Hirai is just I don't know. It's like I feel like Hirai does the Daigo better than Daigo.
Yeah, right. Like that's the thing that I was looking at yesterday too. Like I've always seen like a similarity between like Daigo and Hirai. In the way that they approach like the other opponent, and it's like when you watch Hirai play yesterday, it's like there's so much confidence in that compared to Daigo's. It's like he has that Daigo-esque feel to it, but it.
Did you see how salty he got when he lost to KO though?
Oh my God, that's another thing.
The camera showed.
like
he was so salty.
You see 3 different reactions. The first reaction was like this. Second reaction was like this. The second reaction was just like that, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he was very, very salty because Hirai used to body KO.
Yeah,
back in the day, and
all the time.
It's a shame, but I'm rooting for Hirai.
Yeah,
he's not someone who plays. I don't think he plays really actively still, but
I mean, looking at yesterday, I mean, if you play like that, I don't think you have to play really active if you're gonna be playing like that.
Let's just see if he knows the tech. Let's just see if he knows all of the innovations that have occurred in the last few years. But he's using Ken, so who knows?
Yeah. So that's that team. I mean, obviously you have Yakun and RX alongside KO, Hirai, and Kashi. And I think Kashi's gonna be the wild card in that team, but
I like the fact that there's Kashi and Hirai.
Right? Yeah.
Because it's 2 different Kens.
2 completely different style Kens. Yeah.
I was talking about this at the last House of Strikes. Sometimes, it's interesting when teams have multiple players using the same character, because those players won't have the same exact style.
Yeah.
And so, it forces the opposing team to kind of adapt.
Change their team order, do a whole bunch of things.
I guess that's the thing about team competition. If you can force the other team to react and to, change
outside the game,
because every team has its like pre-game, plan, right? They're like, okay, we're gonna play this team first. Maybe
this guy goes first.
That's what makes team competition so godlike, because with team competition, choosing who goes first, choosing team order can decide a lot.
Yeah.
It could decide whether you win or lose, or how badly you get bodied. I mean, it's really exciting, and I think in terms of the popularity of Third Strike in the United States, I think because this is something Frankie was saying in the last House of Strikes, because we're so accustomed to the single. Single tournament, 2 out of 3. But as Frankie was saying, I think Third Strike was built for sets, was built for teams, and teams can be very, very, very exciting.
Yeah, I think it really brings out the concept of Third Strike when you think about it. I mean, there's so much mix-up potential like in the game itself with like the options it gives. With when it comes to the outside of the game, I mean, you really have to use your head and know how to pick your team order. So, I mean, that's another thing.
So, I thought, as a way to kind of get hype for Co-op Cup, Lloyd, I thought maybe we could revisit some of the sicker matches that occurred last night. And so the first match we're going to revisit is a match that basically woke me up, because I think the match started like around 1. I don't know exactly when it was, but it wasn't during the playoffs yet. I think it was still teams. I think they were still doing the blocks.
Oh, yeah, they were.
And it was Deshiken's Ken team versus Hayao and YSB's Hugo team.
Hayao, YSB,
and you know what?
Hugo.
Obviously, for those of you who watched pre-Co-op Cup last night, Hayao and Deshiken was probably the best match in that entire set. But before that, there was some pretty sick matches. Okay? There was some sick matches. And just to see, it almost makes me sad, Lloyd, because the Japanese Hugo players, they're so godlike. They're so godlike.
If the Hugo players here had even an ounce of skill that they have, like the knowledge that they have, oh my god.
I know.
Everybody would be having problems. I mean, imagine if Neiman played like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, Neiman gave up on Hugo a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I thought what might be, a good way to hype everything up is to watch Hayao versus Deshiken. Let's go ahead and watch this match.
So me personally, I was like...
So remember that Deshiken had eliminated, I think, YSB right before this, and Hayao looked so confident.
Yeah, like, I mean, Hayao was he went on a tear against I think it was Boss he played before, and he bodied him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And right here, Hayao is like, doing casual Hayao and just playing solid.
Now, can you answer this question for me, Lloyd? Why is it so easy for Ken to dash up, grab Hugo? Because that was godlike. But we saw it a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that Ken can do that?
Dash up into grab.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my god!
I think it's because of reasons like that where the Hugo player is always looking for a 360 or something to punish. That and that punish, like.
I don't know what Hayao was doing there.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just the fact that Hayao is the type of player to look for the 360 like that, and plus he plays the footsie game pretty well. So the only choice a Ken player would have is just to dash in and get the offensive. So
I think one of the most important things for Hugo players when they play Ken to establish is you gotta let Ken know that he can't jump in attack.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, jump in Hurricane's different, but I mean jump in attack. Like so you saw earlier in the round, Deshiken tried to do a meaty jump in roundhouse, and then Hayao parried it obviously.
Oh my Jesus. I mean, when you see things like that, I mean, it goes back to what you were saying too. You can't allow Ken to jump in.
Yeah.
And what was Hayao doing? He did jump back strong to stop him, and he kept on jumping to force him to try to anti-air him, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
He kept him in the air, and then he punished him for it right there.
I think that's really important for Hugo players. For those of you who want to main Hugo, do not let people jump in on you for free.
Exactly.
So another match.
Next match.
That was very, very godlike.
This is in the playoffs.
Yeah, this was in the playoffs, and this was basically
one man from each team.
Yeah, one man for each team, and then they would see who would move on, and the winner of this played obviously Genkei. So and this is obviously RX on the left against MOV on the right.
Quick little backstory on this one. RX's team actually in the second round blocks they got third place. They lost to two other teams, and they got completely swept there. While for MOV, his team lost to the Ibuki team. He lost to Higa, and both of them are obviously looking for something to redeem themselves.
Yeah. Now, granted, Lloyd, they only had 3 players.
Exactly. I mean, exactly.
It was only MOV, Rao, and Ma Junior, right?
Yeah.
So let's.
I mean, it's not like they have Nuki and to choose from anyways. So.
I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, no Chun." I mean, this is not. I mean, there were other Chun teams.
Yeah, but not as strong as MOV himself. So.
So one thing RX is obviously known for being very flashy, for having the really good combos and unblockables. But what people don't realize is RX is so rock solid.
He's a turtle.
He is so rock solid.
Like you guys have to see that. Like he like look at this. He picks his spots perfectly.
He does.
The jump roundhouses that he does. I mean, they're so late that it makes it so hard to punish.
And it's important to always have meter because that's really the only thing, Lloyd. And we obviously missed that super. But that's the only thing that discourages Chun from going in.
Exactly, yeah.
Because if Urian just does a random move, then
he can go into anything with that. Yeah. And
it's a difficult parry.
But not only that, he did let him slide a little bit. He could have just kept on playing the footsie game and build mirror, but he chose not to.
So this round was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, right here he's just pushing him into the corner to get the space advantage.
And again, RX is never greedy.
Yeah, of course not.
He's just okay, he got hit by that, and the thing about RX is he never wants to get hit more than twice in a row.
Exactly, yeah.
Like not even sometimes once. If he gets hit, he immediately backs off.
Yeah.
Well, he could have supered that MOV.
I mean,
see, that was the guess, right? That's the Oki, right?
Yeah. Like one thing I like about RX2 is the way he rotates his normals. Like he would go with low forward or low roundhouse, and then immediately next round he would go into standing fears.
Oh yeah, you gotta mix it up.
And it pays off perfectly. And oh my god, only MOV would do something like that.
But MOV really wanted that to kill. I really felt like he thought it was gonna kill him.
And this is where.
And this was just. Oh
the
my
clutch.
God, what a combo. I'm trying to determine whether or not he needed to EX there.
Go for the short kill,
I guess so. Urian builds meter fast anyway.
It's co-op cup against MOV. I mean, you don't want to give anything a chance. So.
Yeah. I don't know if that could have been punished better, but
nice
empty jump fierce. That tactic works really well against Chun.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
A part of me saw MOV stand up too. I kind of get the feeling that he wanted to parry that.
Oh, I don't know if that was a grab or an actual tackle. I think that was a grab.
It could have been an option select because he does. There is a possibility to do a DED option select with the ages.
Yeah.
So
that red pair was sick.
I mean, you had nothing to lose there, so it makes sense. Very natural move. Oh my god, that part right there killed me because he had absolutely no meter to kill him, and
my
saved
god.
him.
You know what? I'm surprised. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I think they both went for grab.
Well, he went for the grab and he was going he almost had him, but he was just right out of range and he just counter grabbed him right there.
Yeah.
And you can see MOV. He's like Jesus Christ, like I could have been dead.
And then after that he gives himself some oxygen.
Yeah, and obviously 25% damage increase. So.
Well, the thing is, imagine, right? You after that match, then they throw you against Genkei,
who was another solid player,
which is kind of unfair. I mean, you are MOV, but damn, right?
Yeah.
And so the next match we wanted to show you is obviously a match that occurred right after, and that's Genkei versus MOV. Now, I feel as though ever since SBO 2012, the last SBO,
when they played each other,
I swear Genkei's like, he made this personal vow where MOV will never beat me in any tournament. Every time I meet MOV in a tournament, he is not going to beat me.
And every time I see him, I'm always going to do empty jump super.
Yes, I'm always going to do empty jump super. I'm going to body him. I mean, I feel like, because how close did Genkei come to beating MOV at
SBO? Oh my god.
Man.
Little mistakes. I mean, it is Alex, but I mean, the way he plays Alex, come on.
And look at the balls.
Like he has
those roundhouses.
He has meter too, and you'll soon see that he does punish it. But it's like he doesn't give a shit.
Oh my god, that's a punish.
It is. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
And even if it wasn't a punish, MOV was gonna go for an empty jump grab off of that. So. But yeah, so obviously right now Genkei has to be careful because he's working on a second bar, and of course
that was too close.
Yeah,
it was too close.
Everything was wrong with that. And right now he just wants to save the second meter, so he doesn't want to use it. And now
look how scared MOV is.
Yeah, because he knows that Genkei knows that distance too.
Another one.
Like that low roundhouse is what kills Chuns.
Oh god, it was that dash up Kara grab. He could have supered there too.
The Genkei grab. That jump strong has.
I hope Holdat was taking notes. I hope every Alex player was taking notes.
Yeah,
during
seriously.
this match.
And oh my god, right there, I was like, oh my god, just chip him.
Yeah,
just chip
and,
him.
no.
And he does it in the most.
He doesn't chip him.
And he does it in the most smart way.
He doesn't chip him until there, yeah. Because he doesn't want to, he wants to risk anything. The great thing about Genkei is he doesn't let MOV get away with the wall jump escape.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, you can't let any chunk get away with it.
No, you can't.
A lot of players, like not even just Alex players, a lot of players in general, let chuns get away with the wall jump, and you have the ability to jump after them, unless you're Necro.
Yeah, unless you're Necro.
Well, maybe you could shock.
Yeah, sure. In any event, another match that I wanted to show, but we don't have it loaded up yet, but we'll get it right now, is I wanted to see that match between Koken and Haitani.
Oh my god.
In the semifinals of the pre-cooperation cup last night. Now that was godlike. I mean,
I don't know if it was godlike or if it was like the biggest fuck up in Third
but
Strike
the thing
history.
is, nerves make matches hype.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I mean, you walk into a super like that. I mean, and it didn't even combo. That's what bothered me the most.
What was Koken doing?
He walked up into it. He's like, hit me. And he got hit with it.
No, you know what? I think he just let go of the stick. He had to have let go of the stick.
Or either that, he probably just wanted to walk up grab.
He was so shocked that Haitani messed up something as simple as low forward super. I don't know. He had to have let go of the stick. I don't know what he was doing.
I mean,
so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can find it here.
It's the next one. We'll actually keep on going, yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I want to see Aiku versus Chance. Was it Chance that he caught with that duck under super? Oh my god.
It was Super 1,
yeah.
So I think this one was it, yeah. And just a little.
ビヨッたところでね、かなり勝負は決まっていたように見えましたが、そこから最後の反撃を見せていったロリのダットリーを容赦なくバックジャンプで仕留めていきましたミョーラ。一番先端に引っかかってます。カニパン。
So I mean, in general, this match is, one of those matches that's pretty difficult for both characters, not just, not just Dudley. The fact that he has to properly place his jumps to avoid the crouching roundhouse, I mean,
this was my favorite set of the entire pre-cooperation cup. The Makoto team versus the Dudley team.
Yeah.
I think definitely that was the best. In my opinion, that was the best set. Because there was, I mean, they were just going at it.
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
No. It was the last round. It was the last round. So right here, I'm hoping this is it, but right here, obviously they're both trying to, gain the advantage by getting their supers out. But when you play the matchup the way they know it, it's really hard to get anything. And you gotta remember, I think this is no, this isn't anymore. I thought it was. The pressure is just too real right now. And even the
camera guy was like, "Oh yeah, this is it."
He's like, "Okay,
this is it. This is what happened.
It's over."
This is amazing. I mean, oh my god! No way!
Like the Jedi mind tricks that you. Oh Jesus Christ! I mean, I've never seen that in my life. To have the awareness to just do duck under super, the intuition to do that. I mean,
he didn't even confirm it.
He didn't.
He could have done something. He could have confirmed it with
standing
with upper.
He could have, yeah, but
he's under upper.
He said, "Fuck it, why do that?" I mean,
no, because it would have caught him anyway. He could have caught him too. He could have confirmed it, right?
I mean, with the startup of the uppercut, he's better off going into super to get the full damage.
Yeah,
but even then, I mean,
but he was like all in. Son,
yeah, I mean,
right? he was no confirm, like all in.
Like here, take my chips.
Take all the chips. This is show me that river.
Yeah, let me see what you got.
Let me see what you got, because it was definitely all in.
But yeah, I mean, after that match, I was just like, wow, this is gonna be something to watch now. And I think moving on to after this, I think it was with Koken. versus Haitani.
Unless you want to finish this match. Yeah. This was kind of...
They eventually move on to the final match, which is Haitani versus Koken. And okay, Darren, you can stop.
What is he talking about?
I know KO bodied your Akuma team, but you know, that's what you get.
That's what you get, stupid.
Well, I mean, you know, looking back at that Akuma match, I mean, come on, everybody in the mother saw that. You know,
why was everyone playing so stupid?
Yeah, I mean, we could probably go to that Akuma versus Young match after this, but
I can only imagine what Match was thinking when he was watching every member of his team go
he's
down.
like, geez, this is why I'm the
He must
greatest.
have been really pissed by the time he got up there, because he was like, like the decision making was so wonky.
Yeah, I mean, there were.
You know, Jiro's not, you know, his decision making not that great, but I expected a little bit more from Yukio Tokyo. I mean,
yeah, I guess, but
the decision making on that Akuma team, like what the fuck were they doing?
like the first guy up on that team, I think it was Dot.
Yeah.
And he had Nito, but he decided to just give up the round by walking back and then doing a dash up demon.
Yeah, and when he could have just done, you know, when he did the cross up, he could have just done Hurricane into KKZ.
He could have done anything else. Anything else would have killed him, but he just chose not to. But I mean, of course, Darren would say KO ain't body shit, but you know, he completely demolished the Ken team at least. But yeah, so this is I believe this is Chance versus Koken right now.
Yeah.
And I was actually expecting Koken to do some crazy shit. But
now, for those of the people watching who aren't too familiar with this matchup, Lloyd, can you give us some insight on why some Dudley players use SA1 against Makoto?
Me personally,
because I think SA1 is really good against Makoto.
Yeah, me too. I mean, personally, I was surprised that the other Dudley players didn't choose Super 1. But
I mean, there are weird situations where sometimes you won't get the full combo.
Yeah, for SA1, yeah.
Yeah, but I just think, you know, if you can kill them with 2 guesses, because basically the 2 characters are playing the same game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
and it's in essence it's actually the same character just playing 2 different type of games. But you know, with Dudley and Super 1, I think it's mainly because of the post super setup that he has, because it's so perfect the way they can time it. You know, it's forward. I think it's forward strong into like a jab or something, and then taunt. And that's it. You get the perfect setup for a mix up.
And the thing is, and also SA1 against Dudley, I mean, it's good, but it really doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah, I mean, for a while though, I thought SA2 was the way to go, but then I started realizing that SA1...
Unless you're Tominaga, SA1.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But then I started realizing that Super 1 with Makoto, it actually has a lot more punish potential with
and I think another reason why they like to use SA1 is it pushes Makoto in the corner. You know, it pushes them further in the corner.
Yeah.
Because when you hit somebody with corkscrew blow, it only pushes them a few pixels away. But noticing that previous highlight we're looking at, it's all the way in the corner. You know how far he began that mix-up?
Yeah. So going back to the actual match now, this is the final match with Haitani versus Koken. And you already know that this is going to be one of those barn burner matches.
Yeah.
Because they both.
I knew the entire set was just going to be rock'em sock'em. You know, there was going to be action. There was going to be no. You know, there wasn't going to be any
no solid
in this match. I mean, and, you know, that was really Koken's downfall. He kept getting hit by that low roundhouse.
That crouching roundhouse is a good move.
Good against the.
I mean, it's perfect. Perfect setup because
look at all that. Look at right in the corner. See.
Intuition right there.
Yeah, that was intuition.
Yeah, because he knew what was going to happen. But of course, right now, Haitani is the one who has the initiative because he has the meter. And Koken has to work towards properly placing himself to get in. And that's the thing about Koken. He always finds a way in, too.
Could it be a super depth, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. But you might as well get the proper confirm. That was smart, yeah.
So obviously...
they're just playing out the normals right here.
Yeah. Really, Koken wants to get as much meter as he can, basically.
Yeah.
He really doesn't really think he has a chance in this round. But you never know.
That was so godlike. But
This is where sometimes SA1
can fuck up with
kinda
you.
lame.
Yeah.
I would have let him land and then done something,
Yeah.
you know.
Because even then, he
Go back
he
to
did
that,
he did he did have
Go back
the.
to that.
I mean, we could go back if we want to.
Yeah, if we can go back to that, actually, you know, that decision to combo into SA1, because he has 2 meters, right?
Yeah, might as well save it. Push
And
it
then,
into
and
the
the
corner.
thing is, right? The thing is, Lloyd, if Haitani has to burn meter, good.
Let him. Yeah.
Let him, right?
But, I mean,
because Koken
anything-
knows that. Haitani's like, is Haitani going to burn meter? No, he's not going to burn meter.
Anything would have killed him though. So I mean, I highly doubt that any top player would burn meter
Yeah.
in this instance, anyways.
Yeah.
But regardless, I mean, you might as well. As
Yeah,
Koken,
don't combo into it.
Yeah, you might as well
Right?
save your meter.
Save it. See, save it. Get 2 mix-ups.
Push him into the corner. And
Yeah.
then that's it.
But you know, hindsight, right?
But right here, I mean, I didn't know what to think after this. But
Yeah, just letting it buffer.
Could
have super.
yeah, seriously.
Only Koken starts the round with dash up. What was Koken gonna do?
Like dash
Really,
up.
what was Koken gonna do there?
He like dash up EX uppercut.
This is why sometimes I don't like the way Koken plays. What's he gonna do there?
like okay.
Don't do anything. Yeah, once again that roundhouse. Whoa.
Alright, it's okay.
It's all right. We'll just go ahead and
Just
refresh
refresh
it. How do we refresh? Is there a button? I can button right. I can
F5.
F5 right.
But yeah, I mean, just a quick checkup. It is currently 7:30 right now.
Yes.
We have a half an hour till Cooperation Cup 14 starts. So yeah, we're just keeping you guys company till going over the matches from yesterday, some of the highlights and stuff. So yeah, I mean, just stick around for half an hour. We'll direct you to Game Newent, and please, if you're just joining us, be sure to check back with us at 3:30 when Top 8 starts for the English commentary of Top 8. Obviously, some people appreciate the English version of commentary, so don't go anywhere, guys. But yeah, so right now we were actually just checking out Haitani versus Koken, and we went over the first 2 rounds. Obviously, they were pretty crazy. And now the final match, the final round, we were looking at the decision by Koken to do a dash up at the beginning of the round for absolutely no reason at all except for something crazy.
Yeah. Seriously, I guess when you think about it, that's kind of like an option, because
I mean, because
why
he
should
could
why
have
should
done anything.
Yeah, because why should Makoto? Okay, if Makoto does low short at the beginning of the round against Dudley, what can Dudley do?
At the beginning of the round, he probably could have went for a down parry or something like that. But
No, but he's too far.
I don't know. It's Koken. That's the biggest one.
So here we got Koken pushing him in the corner. Oh, yeah, see.
Yeah, I mean, right here,
This is where Koken's getting kind of. Alright, there.
Yeah.
It should be over here.
it should have been over here.
Why didn't he just complete the?
Like, he wanted to get the max damage right there, but I saw that, I lost my shit. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And then right here, he kept on jumping back.
Anything?
He kept on jumping back. I mean, he has to remember that Haitani is the one who's scared. He has the most life.
God.
And he could have done anything after that. He could have done EX uppercut. He could have ducked under. He could have done anything to beat him. But I mean, it's just a shame for his team to lose like that, because his team probably would have had a better chance against the Yun team rather than the Makoto team.
So yeah, those in my opinion, those were probably the 4 best matches. I mean, obviously there were a host of other really good matches last night, but in my opinion, those were the 4 best matches, I think.
I mean, maybe we could probably go back to the Akuma versus Yun one to go over that decision by Dot to not just to walk back and then do dash up demon, because I always tell everybody who plays Akuma not to worry about demon, worry about the damage that you're getting off of just a regular super, because there's so much potential for the game to be over if you focus on that rather than just throwing it all away in the second round using demon. And everybody who plays Akuma and who I tell that to knows who they are. No more fun now. But
It worked against Lance.
yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, guys, if you're just joining us, please be sure to join us when Top 8 starts for Co-op Cup, which is around 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Me and you will be doing the English commentary for Top 8. So yeah, we would. I mean, if it wasn't so late, we would probably do it for the first 2 stages, but it's kind of difficult to do that. So.
Oh, is that true, Lloyd? That Gabe Newton had somebody to do English commentary? I don't think so.
No, I never seen it.
No, well, we'll definitely check with that. I mean, I doubt they probably would have posted it.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody would have seen it yesterday anyway. So. But
I see someone says here in the chat room.
Yeah, we said that.
Oh, we said that.
Yeah, obviously.
I thought they meant Game Newton.
No.
So this is Dot, right? This is Dot?
No, this is this is Match, because Match is the only one who will get this much of a life lead.
No. This is Dot. This is the first game.
Oh wait, is it? Oh yeah, he's using Match's color. What a
Well, maybe Dot does use Match color.
How disrespectful. You should not be using Match's color.
Those are Ultra Chin hours. Yeah, we ain't like that. We ain't crazy like that.
Yeah. I mean, even Ultra David said he won't be up for the whole thing.
I don't know how many hours of what a read you want to.
Yeah, but anyways, this is Third Strike, and we care deeply for you guys. So we're here for you guys for Top 8. And right here, I've always said that Nito was always the solid young. I mean, he can take years off and come back and still be dominant.
See, this is it.
Exactly.
See, here, that's what I'm talking about. So look how much it's so important to have your opponent's life in mind.
Yeah.
So here, this is a really good mix-up right here. So he could have just done Hurricane Kick, and just one Hurricane Kick.
Well, right here, this is medium kick Tatsu. He can't do KKZ off of this.
No. So why did he do? He could have just done. Couldn't have he comboed into light kick Tatsu?
After this?
After the standing, because that was standing forward.
Yeah, standing forward, he could have done light kick Tatsu, but it's kind of risky. But at the same time, he does have no life, so he can go for it.
Yeah.
So...
Well, no. Instead of doing hard kick Tatsu, do light kick Tatsu, standing jab.
For block English commentary. Oh, that's just another player.
Okay.
But, regardless, we'll still be having...
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is that, instead of doing hard kick Tatsu,
medium kick Tatsu.
Yeah. And then after
actually, no, he was crouching, so light kick Tatsu wouldn't have connected anyway.
How about forward Tatsu?
What he should have done was done super.
Oh, yeah.
If he did super, crouching damage, plus pushed into the corner, and the initiative with the jump in, I mean, come on, you can't beat that.
That's true.
So...
He did medium kick? Yeah, he did
medium kick Tatsu into strong shoyu.
He can't jab into KKZ after that?
No, he can't. No, it's too low. Look, watch. See? Too low. It wouldn't have came out. So again, for those of you who are just joining us, we're going over just some of the pre-co-op cup matches from yesterday, the top 8 matches.
Well, what else could he have done? Could he have done Demon?
From
after the cross-up, or is that like insanely hard?
Carrot Demon is probably a little difficult.
No, after this?
But in this situation, either way, I mean, he's better off reserving his...
How difficult is that?
He's better off reserving his meter regardless, because it wouldn't have killed him. So, if he used the first super after the dash under into standing forward into super, he would have had one bar at least, and he would have had a chance. But
and then it all just kind of fell apart here.
Yeah. And of course, this is where I start saying that Nito is one of the most solid. I mean, to have the continuation for that is just, you have to have an awareness with Yun to have that.
I like that.
That was a nice one. Yeah.
I like that. Oh my lord! What do you think he did there?
I think he wanted a grab or something, but he definitely waited for something. So
just for Darren, we're gonna recap the Akuma match.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, we'll fast forward to match.
Yeah, I mean, because
matches
obviously, the Akuma players they just played so reckless. I mean, they got caught with low forwards every single time.
No, it was team number 1 autopilot.
Yeah, exactly. Team number 1 autopilot. So
plus match.
Yeah, plus match.
Yo, when KO came up to play match, KO, his face, it was like, you already knew KO wasn't going to beat match.
At first.
Yeah, right. Like, at first you were like, oh, I don't know, I don't know if I'm going to beat match here.
Yeah. This is, I think this is Yuki Otako.
I think he got bought.
No, they don't release the brackets until they start streaming. They have block matches that they show on stream.
And I guess that's to make sure no one has an advantage, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But they do announce it for the players themselves.
You know, Yun players, because he's been at the top of the tier list for so long, you know, the Yun players, I mean, by no means am I saying we should feel sorry for Yun players, but they have to constantly evolve their tech, you know, same thing with Chun players. Because everyone's gunning for them.
Yeah, play different styles.
And you can't fuck up ever again anymore with Yun.
Yeah.
You know, that one frame low short link, I think it's like 1 frame, right? Or 2 frames. After the Ganasian? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like no, almost no one misses that now.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And that's pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, it is. But yeah. So I mean, so as we were saying, like the Akuma players on this team, I mean, they were just so ballsy. They just, you know, they wanted to get into to get that momentum, but it wasn't helping.
Yeah, and Match just kind of said, no, this is how you play.
Yeah, he's like, no, this is how you really play.
Yeah, Match got saltier. He's like, why you gotta make me do all this work?
Yeah, seriously.
He's like,
okay, I think I got this. But yeah, I mean, I always tell people like Darren to, you know, don't just go crazy on Yun and Yang, because, you know, you get more damage for yourself than what you give to your opponent.
Definitely.
So, you know, and you could tell the difference just because Match has the life lead right here. He's the space control right here. I mean, he's just properly making sure that he's outside dive kick range, and he jumps back also, and gets the proper placing again.
Let us know, guys, if you can hear the commentary, because I don't know if the game is too loud. But in any way. So yeah, but no, you can already tell right off the bat, Match is playing very differently.
Exactly. I mean, he already took the first round pretty convincingly.
I mean, who does Akuma think he is? Right? He's playing Yun. Really? Like, you're gonna rush down Yun? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's the thing about Match too, because he can also change his style too.
Yeah.
Like he can go from really space
But
control.
you don't rush down Nito.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't rush down Nito.
you don't. You gotta play solid with him.
No.
At least not with Akuma, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I don't know what that was. I think it might have been Super. But look how patient Match is.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm just always fascinated with the space control that he has, because he knows the proper place. Like jump back fierce. Yeah. I mean, who does it? That was so
smart.
Godlike. I mean, I've seen shit, but damn.
To bait that?
Seriously.
And that's, I think, Lloyd, I think that might be the next evolution in Third Strike. And that I've seen a lot more what I saw a lot more of last night than I've ever seen in other Japanese tournaments is that these players are creating trade situations a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, when we play Street Fighter, it's so much like, oh, I need to hit you while not getting hit.
Exactly.
But what I saw last night were a lot of situations where people were looking for trade situations where it was in their favor.
Yeah.
Very similar to, you know, when he jumped back Fireball. He knew he was going to get hit, but he knew Yun would get the worst of it.
Exactly. I mean, that's one of those things. It's kind of like you can. They're so knowledgeable in the matchups that they know how to equalize everything.
Yeah.
You know, they know what's.
Like that, exactly. That's a trade situation. He knew the dive kick was going to hit him.
That crouching fierce was so fucking smart. I mean.
So instead of trying to parry it. Yeah, I mean, that was whatever. You know,
I mean,
I don't know what Nito would have done. I mean, what could Nito have done?
I mean,
it was a read, but I don't know what Nito could have done.
No, he couldn't have done anything. I mean, the most he could have done was just try to parry, but regardless, Match was right there.
But here again, creating these trade situations, saying, okay, dive kick, think it's safe, but it's not. You know.
The funny thing is too, like he threw the fireball
that
too.
Mexican was nasty.
I told you, like
that Mexican.
He had it.
Who does that? And that wasn't a fucked up Shoryu.
No.
He knew Mexican would hit there.
Exactly.
Really?
Because that's the perfect range. I mean,
who stopped? Yeah.
I mean, because one thing when he did that dive kick mid-screen, he threw a normal fireball first, and then he saw the dive kick, and then he went into it.
He threw the normal fireball to almost to bait the dive kick,
and then he saw the
and
dive
then he
kick,
dive kicked, and then he canceled
boom,
into
canceled
super.
into super. I mean, that's just. I mean,
That's godlike.
that is godlike. Yeah. I mean,
And I'm saying these trade situations, you know, where I think, and that's I think another level of meta, you know, like
Yeah.
like okay, I know that you think you can punish me, but we can actually trade, and my trade and
It's
the
better
trade
than
will beat
yours.
yours.
It's like
And I saw a lot of that yesterday.
you know that's at the high level now. I mean, that's always gonna be the top level now.
And the thing is, that's how you beat top tier characters. You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
You know.
You get the right trade situations, and you know. I mean, it's similar to chess where you can play to a draw, but then with this, it's like, you know, if you have a like a bigger trade, you're playing for a win now. You know. So.
Oh yeah, sorry guys. Some people didn't know what we kept talking about Mexican.
Oh yeah. Mexican is an FFA term, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, it's well, anyway, I'll let you guys look it up. I don't want to get in trouble. But
Basically, so many Mexicans trying to do shoryus over in California back in the FFA days. They would get, instead of getting shoryu, they would get crouching fears, so they nicknamed it Mexican uppercut. The Mexican uppercut.
No, but we love Mexican third strike players. We love you, Mexico.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, again, match with the decent, you know, space control. I mean, right now he's playing in equal position, and now he's just looking for a chance to go for the win.
I remember we were texting each other, Lloyd. I was like, Yakun has like the worst enders of all the top level players.
Yeah. And as soon as you said that, he missed 2 enders.
Yeah, he missed 2 enders.
That
so
was so
godlike.
smart. I mean,
Wow. Wow.
Like what came through his mind to just do wake up super like that? I mean, did he see it? I mean, I've never.
Maybe he just felt it.
I guess. I mean, you know, that happens to everybody.
Yeah, you know. I mean, let's look at that situation again. Actually, that was pretty good. Actually, let's look at that situation. That was interesting.
So countdown to co-op.
Oh, we should have put a countdown. Countdown on this.
12 minutes. So, but yeah. I mean, you know, we're keeping track of the time. No worries.
Let's see what happens here again. Okay.
He walked. I mean, I just can't see. You know, go
And
pause it right there at that position. I mean,
and come on, guys, the balls.
the cojones.
Match is down 1 round.
Exactly. That's the funny thing. He could have done a meaty standing forward. It would have been everything he had, and he didn't do it. He walked back, and then he did grab. I mean, first of all, why would Yakun do grab? I mean, that's stupid on his part.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
That's another thing too. I mean, in case he wanted to do it definitely beats grabs. That's for sure. But it wouldn't have been a normal. It would not have been a Ganesian normal. That's for sure. So I just don't understand.
That was a sick anti. No, it was a sick. Sure.
God, that could have been a low forward super right there. I love how he uses the light kick tatsu to gain distance too.
Yeah.
Like, that's so smart.
Because he wants to mess with the spacing.
Not only that, but it gets a meter too,
Yeah.
compared to just dashing.
Definitely.
Take notes, Darren.
Oh my god. Yakun could have comboed off that.
Yeah, he could have. That right there was so.
my
That
God.
Shoryu. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like he knows when
Match.
they're gonna dive kick.
Match.
Oh my god. Mexican. And right here, you know it's over. Yeah, you can't do anything about that.
Dude. Again, it's the meta is just so amazing here. I mean, you know, dash back, jump back is not the right move here, but
He makes it work.
Yeah, because of the parry. You know, that's what gives the game that extra layer of complexity.
Mexican. that was so solid.
I wonder if he could have wake up grab.
Who?
Yakun.
He did.
Did he? Let's go back again. I just want to see.
Oh my god.
No, Yakun could have wake up grab.
Oh no, not at that distance. I think
Maybe Yakun could have woke up grab and then the fireball went through it.
I'm thinking maybe he could have parried it and then grabbed him, but I don't know if that would have worked.
Ooh.
But then as soon as that happened, KO got on. And he was like, okay, fuck this, I'm gonna stop
But
this.
KO looked mad nervous though at first. He was like,
Well, I mean that happens. Well, I mean that happens to me too, but you know I don't get nervous like that. But it's just with the type of style that we have, it's like
And shout outs to KO for wearing that USA sweater.
yeah, it's pretty sick. But
Shout
yeah,
outs to Issei.
that too. Yeah. Oh, we'll get to the shout outs for Issei soon. But yeah, I mean, with the style of KO, I mean, he wants to go in and gain that momentum. So obviously he's going to get hit, and if he messes up like that jump dive kick, it's going to cost him, and it did. So
Yeah, this looked pretty free at first.
I mean, like I said, that happens to me too, and everybody sees it that it's like it just it happens because we just want to gain that momentum. So.
So once again, guys, we are about 10 minutes away from Co-op Cup.
Again, well, after this we'll make some more announcements. But
Oh my God.
yeah, because the standing fierce is supposed to be any type of shoryu, but he did it at the right time, and that down parry, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think that was the wrong button. He should have done low forward.
Yeah.
Low forward. Roundhouse was too slow. KO, he'll never mess up an ender.
Yeah.
The jump roundhouse was sick.
Yeah, he definitely won a dive kick though.
Yeah. Did you think so?
Yeah,
he fucked up?
he definitely won a dive kick. Yeah, because
well, both options would have snuffed the hurricane. I think.
yeah, but he got lucky with that dive kick. I don't know how Match didn't punish that. That was definitely punishable.
Dash punch?
Yeah, he could have grabbed him off of that. His normal placing is pretty good too, but it's just
He wasn't believing in a lot of his confirms,
yeah,
which is why a lot of Akuma players don't cheat and just do fireball.
yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, this is dumb.
Yeah, he's not gonna fuck that up. Not in this lifetime. But yeah, so I mean, I think we'll stop there for the matches and
Yeah. So once again, guys, before we sign off, we wanted to just remind you all that at 3:30
a.m.
we're going
Eastern time.
We're gonna come back and provide some English commentary for top 8.
So just keep in mind, guys, when you see that top 8 teams, you can please be sure to check us out. We will be doing English commentary for the top 8 teams. So, yeah, I mean, we still got a couple more minutes left, but again, we want to make sure that you guys enjoy the tournament, enjoy the matches. Please keep an eye out for your favorite player, your favorite teams, things like that. And yeah, I mean, if you guys have any other comments about it, please bring it up to us, and we'll find a chance to talk about it.
Yes, C60. It's 3 a.m. because of the time difference.
Like-
So yeah, go ahead.
No, again, guys, please make sure to check your.
Yeah.
Please be sure to check out Their Shy Fight Club 6. We just announced it for Next Level on February 20th. It will. The reason why we say one last time is because there's a chance that Next Level may be closing.
And so this will be the last Fight Club at Next Level. It's not going to be the last Fight Club, but
Ever,
it might
yeah.
be the last Fight Club at Next Level.
Yeah.
And also, guys, please go to teespring.com and check out our shirts. The shirts help us, continue providing you with 3S content. And also, please check us out in our various social media platforms.
Yeah. This is Third Strike on Facebook and Twitter. SF3LP for all the footage from previous Fight Club events, and of course, I'm going to be posting this pregame show alongside the top 8 commentary tomorrow, basically. I mean, I will be posting it tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, be sure to check us out then. And again, guys, don't forget, please be sure to know your time zones and what time things start, because Co-op Cup is about to start in 5 minutes, and there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening.
So before we go, Lloyd, first of all, I'd like to once again send a shout out to all the foreign players, particularly the Americans. Gavin, Lance, we're rooting for you. Also, our Canadians, Carson. We hope that you come back better and that you body all of us in the next Fight Club.
RKF as well, yeah.
Shout outs to RKF for letting a bunch of American scrubs team with him.
And also, a quick shout out to at FGC Calendar on Twitter. He posted he ended up posting the schedule for our top 8 commentary for us. So shout outs to FGC Calendar. Thank you for that. Please be sure to retweet the times. Let everybody know that we will be back at 3:30 a.m. Eastern time with English commentary, guys. So
before we leave, Lloyd, okay, putting you on the spot. Who's go to the teams? Who's your winner?
KO family.
Come on.
No, I'm kidding. Not to jinx
Okay,
KO.
if
No.
you were to if you were to make an objective choice.
No, because on my Twitter I did make an objective choice. Like,
Okay, what was your
did,
Twitter? I didn't see what you said.
I had
see.
2 top placing teams. I had
Let me see. I'm still a noob on Twitter, guys. Please follow us at Nika
At
_KO
NikaKO.
and at MutantXP no underscore.
I don't have an underscore, but anyways, I posted my top two teams to win. My first team was Kokunuki Kingdom, which is Kokujin, Nuki, Boss, Piero, and Genki. So stacked. And then the second team I had was MOV's team, which is Rao Army, I think. But yeah, it's Rao MOV match Ino Makoto from back with Kuroda and MOV back in the SBO days. He is back. So Ino Makoto and Mester Yun. That is my second choice for a prediction. My second choice team. But I chose purposely not to pick KO Family because I didn't want to jinx it.
But your brain says.
But my brain says
I
that.
don't see it. I don't
you
see
know,
it. Where'd you?
It's more down. Right here.
So this is who you think is gonna win.
My first favorite to win is Kokunuki Kingdom. Obviously, I said, Kokujin's team, and then my second favorite is MOV's team, because I just can't see any other team, just competing with that caliber of teams. So, I mean, it's hard to see. I mean, unless one person goes on a tear. I mean, which can happen, but I just I don't see it. So. But no doubtedly, I do believe these guys will definitely make top 8 for sure. These are definitely top 8 teams, especially KO Family as well. So,
yeah. Well, let me before we go, I want to give my prediction. Just want to make sure that this is the right team that I see. So basically, I think that Rao is going to make it 5 co-op cups.
You think so?
Who's going to beat this team? And so, my pick is going to be Rao, MOV, Match, Ino, and Mester. I just don't see how anyone is going to beat this team. And I think Ino is going to be the key. Mester's just a throwaway. But I think they're going to win. I think they're going to be first, and I honestly think KO Family is going to come in second. I think they're going to come in second. And I think Nuki's team is going to come in third, and then to round out the top 4, I actually think Tominaga. It's a weird pick, right? Because they have Yamazaki on the team.
Well, they have Konitan, and he's a solid young, but I don't know who this Peter Ken is.
Yeah, but I don't doubt Tominaga. This guy's a madman.
Yeah, he can go on a tear for sure. He's one of those type of players that can go on a tear.
So my top 4, I think, is number 1. It's going to be MOV's team. Number 2, KO Family. Number 3, Kokujin's team, and then number 4, Tominaga's team. I think that's my top 4.
Well, I mean, aside from KO Family, Kokujin's team, and MOV's team, personally, I think that the last top 4 team would probably be Tokuda's team, because you have Tokuda, Aiku, Kei, Chun-Li, Haitani, Makoto, and Yuki Yun, who's obviously he's.
Well, that would be very significant, because that would be the first time an American has ever broken to top 8, right?
Yeah, but not an American team. But it's
American player.
Yeah, I mean, it could be for any number of reasons,
Well, it's not Haloid.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, because it's the same thing as.
No, I get it. Yuki might get carried. I understand. All right, guys. So that's about it. We're going to go ahead and sign off for now. But remember, come back at 3:30, and we're going to be back Eastern time, and we're going to be back for English commentary for top 8. And so in the meantime, go to twitch.tv /Game Newton.
They should be starting right now, actually. So thank you guys for joining us. We will catch you guys later at 3:30 a.m. so Eastern time. So please be sure to join us then, guys. So we'll see you later.